Financial anxiety doesn't live in your bank account. It lives in that space in between checking your balance again and again and refreshing it again. Here's what I do to turn down the volume on that fear. My name's Gerald and I am money drunk. So this is the loop that I have. I have $431 in my bank account today. I don't know if you think that's a lot of money or a little bit of money. The amount is really irrelevant, but that's the amount that I have today. And the loop and the worry and the fear that I have is that it's not enough, okay? I have bills that are coming in and I am not sure exactly which ones are gonna hit today and how many of them are gonna hit today. And again, is that enough money? And that constant worry and looking out for the notifications. Did it go through my bank account? Did it get declined by my bank account? What is going on? What's going to happen? And that's where that anxiety comes into play. And, it's exhausting. I'm telling you, it's exhausting. So what do I do with that? So I have 3 different practices that I use in order to deal with this. My first practice is to stop. Okay, I recognize that this fear is going on and that this loop of worry is going on. So I stop and I breathe. I take 3 deep breaths. There's all kinds of breathing techniques that you can use. I like breathing in for 4 beats, holding it for 7 beats, and then breathing out for 8 beats. Very common, very easy to do. And I do that 3 times. And that calms down the initial worry. So after I've done that, I can begin to relax a little bit. The other thing that I do, and I do this every day, I do this every morning, is I keep track of my numbers. I know exactly how much is in my bank account. I know exactly how much I have spent that day, and I know exactly how much I've earned that day. I write it down in a notebook. I also keep it in a spreadsheet. And in that spreadsheet is I don't call it a budget, I call it a spending plan. And with that spending plan, what I'm able to see is exactly how much is going to be coming out on each particular day. So I know that my internet bill is due today, or I know that recurring payment for my AI subscription is coming out, or I know that certain automatic payments are coming out. And I know how much I have left for the payments that I don't have on auto pay. So I know exactly what's going on. So that clarity gives me a sense of calm. It gives me a sense of relief. Okay, so what's the third practice that I use? And for me, I'm lucky enough to be in a program where I have a sponsor. I can reach out to my sponsor. I can reach out to a trusted friend. I can reach out to a fellow in the program. There's people that I can talk to so that I can say this fear out loud. And by saying that fear out loud, I'm able to, it loses its grip. It begins to lose its grip. And once I'm able to not keep it inside of me as a secret, but put it out there, it loses its power. It loses its power over me. And again, that volume of the fear gets turned down. So unfortunately, this is not a one and done sort of deal. It's a daily practice. Sometimes it's an hourly practice. To be able to recognize that worry that comes up for whatever reason, maybe just a thought comes into my head, or maybe a notification comes through, whatever the case may be, my anxiety level rises, that financial anxiety level rises, And I'm able to put this practice to it. Instead of reacting in fear and worry and starting to spiral, I can respond. I can respond in a way that begins to calm my nervous system. I get a system reset, and I'm able to say that fear out loud. And the fear, just by saying it out loud, not keeping it as a secret, but being able to tell another human being about this, it loses its power and that fear diminishes. So I don't know if any of this resonates with you. I don't know if you have these same sorts of fears and anxiety. If you do resonate with what I'm talking about here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. And I'd love to continue this conversation with you. I also have a link down there. Schedule a call with me. Let's talk about this. And join me on this journey as I continue to get money sober. Thanks for listening.